God. So not only did the other baby mama show up, but also his own mother and his own sister went to support his baby mama. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of see why Drew doesn't want to talk to his family. Like, guy, what did you do to them? What did they do to you? The more I learn about this whole entire ecosystem of a family and extended family, the more I realize that I didn't realize how much people didn't give a shit. Anyways, yes, I'm talking about Drew Jenkins from the Resilient Jenkins. He had court today. Basically, Desiree did still get her visits and overnight stays every other weekend. Do you think they're gonna follow it? Because they haven't. Because I think she's only had like 2 visits since they've ordered this, which is half the visits. So I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Seems to me like the judge can like order stuff and do all of this, but they had it. It seems like it's delivered in an optional manner. Like, that's just my observation. I'm just observing it. Now, I told y'all I'm not going to talk about the custody battle anymore, which I am not, again. I do have a video coming out about Desiree and about money situations and about how I'm concerned, because all this stuff I verified was very much legitimate coming from the people. So I'll actually post that tomorrow. I was going to post it today, but I had Gypsy Rose Blanchard emergencies happening. But to boot, it looks like Drew got a job over at the local grocery store, Safeway. I wonder if this was an old job that he had. And it's so funny to me that they still call jobs W-2s. They're jobs. They're not W-2s. They're not W-2s. I don't even want to get into the side piece nonsense, because I really just feel like that is just nonsense, okay? But yeah. What a shit show of a whole entire fucking family. Like 3 generations of them. What do you think? Messy is an understatement. I have already had people come in my comments threatening me. Every single time I voice my opinion on what is happening, I have people come in my comments threatening me and saying that this is the best thing. This is like the best thing ever. It's ridiculous. You guys need to just admit that this child is SOL. I'm so sorry to say it, because if he's in the system, he's SOL. If he's over with Steph and Drew, he's SOL, because he's living in a motel room / shelter. At least at Steph and Drew's, he has siblings he knows and actually cares about, it seems like. At Desiree's, you guys do realize she said he's gonna have his own room. That means she has at least a 4-bedroom, maybe 5-bedroom house. Because you guys need to remember, Desiree has custody of one of her children. Plus, I don't know if it's 3 or 2 other children come over to still see her, because she does not have full custody of them. So where are those kids staying? Not only that, people still don't talk about the boyfriend. The one she calls hubby on Facebook? Yeah, that one. Does he have children? My guess is yes. So to everybody sitting here saying, oh, it's so awesome because Deshaun's gonna have his own room. How much you bet he not? And you have to also remember that they don't have like an established relationship yet. The last time they hung out, they went with Stephanie's children. So it didn't even seem like he was around his mom much, maybe talked to her for a little bit. But this is gonna be traumatizing for this child to spend overnight with somebody that he doesn't even remember. Now, I know in the video where this comment came from, I did say that the judge is making this seem like it's optional. The only reason I say that is because Drew and Stephanie think it's optional. I don't think the judge thoroughly explains for them to understand that if they don't do this, there are repercussions that will happen. Now, I did hear from a couple of other creators that the judge did tell them that they could lose their custody of Deshaun if they don't follow these orders. But here's my prediction on what's going to happen, because we know Drew ended up getting a W-2, as they like to call it, a job. I think that they've saved a lot of money, okay? I mean, Stephanie's been talking about it, and I do believe they've saved a lot of money. I think the GoFundMe was not for a lawyer. I think it was for a down payment, because again, it wasn't at an amount where a lawyer would be obtained, especially in that area. We learned that with Desiree, right? Because we all did our research with that. And again, I have stuff coming out about that, because there's about $2,500 that Desiree blew through, and she still has to pay her lawyer because she's not done with him. Yeah, all your GoFundMe money's gone. We'll get to that another time. But this is what I think is going to happen. I think that Desiree and Drew do have something lined up to move into. I think she's going to play this one a little bit smarter and not tell anyone where they live. And if the judge don't know where you live, and if the courts don't know where you live, you can't be gotten a hold of. Yes, it's just buying time, but I think they're capable of doing this, honestly. And honestly, they can thank Desiree for this idea, because she claims she never knew where they were at, but yet they lived in the same apartment that she was visiting them at for at least another few years, or a year or two or whatever. And then they were at a motel where they were posting full ass videos, and you knew where the people found the motel in 2.5 seconds. So you can't tell me you didn't know where they were at. But I think they're gonna take a page from that book and be like, you guys really don't know where we're at. I don't know, just a prediction, because I think that this is like an end all be all, and I think that they realize that if they don't have Deshaun in their custody, it's going to make them not only look bad, but they're also going to be losing money, because if they apply for any kind of assistance or get any kind of assistance, they're going to be losing a full ass person for that assistance. Also, I just want to add that this whole situation with Drew's mom and sister going to court, and then them taking a whole ass picture outside of the courtroom, toxic family. Like, I believe Drew more by that display than I believe the family, because I'm telling you right now, again, I don't care about Drew or Stephanie. I think they're deadbeats. I think that they're not doing anything right for their children. But I also know what trauma looks like, especially in family. And that right there is very traumatic for a person that may have gone through things when they were younger. So his family just made him look more legitimate by showing up with Desiree. Just my opinion, but you know. Now, I'm not defending anyone completely, because I think there's a lot of things in this situation, especially creators talking a little bit too much about the situation. But there's people that are also doing this because they're getting threatened. I've gotten screenshots of direct messages from numerous different people that have done the same to a lot of these people, okay? But where are the receipts? Let me show you. Now, I have way more than this, but this is the attorney advocate, or whatever she wants to call herself, friend, whatever it is, basically stating that she paid $5,000 for the attorney. Once the attorney's escrow drops below $2,000, she needs to top it off back to $2,000. So there always needs to be $2,000 in escrow. The June billing had it down to like $2,700. She received about $9,800 in total from GoFundMe, and it is all gone. So she paid $5,000 but spent $4,800. About $2,700 of the $4,800 was before I was even involved. She seemed clueless and thought she had spent it all, partially because it was coming in as donations were being made. For example, she had probably 30 deposits made to her bank account, some as small as $4, and there were two big ones at the end for like $5,000 and a little over $2,000. So there's your proof from the advocate in her Discord channel that she talks about this. Now, I have more of these screenshots if you want to see more of them. But basically, it's a lot of these people that are advocating for Desiree, talking about how Desiree wants them to send them money because she needs food for herself and her kid. And Also talks about how there's certain people that are no longer or have stepped back away from the situation because Desiree has actually gotten mad when she asks and reach out to some of these people and they don't provide her with something that she asks. I've also gotten inbox messages and emails from people. Again, if you want to see them, I'm going to post them all on my backup account of Desiree texting and calling and also direct messaging people to provide her with a Cash App or a Venmo deposit. Actually, I think it was just Cash App or PayPal, but I'm not too sure. I'll have to look at it again. And when they refused, basically, she cut all communication and was like, I don't want to deal with you. These are people that Desiree called friends at one point, including her advocate. And I heard somewhere that somebody's trying to say this is fake. If this is fake, add me to the Discord so I can see it for myself. But this is very telling to the fact that she did not spend all that GoFundMe money on a lawyer. She spent half of it on a lawyer and half of it somewhere else, and she's still asking for money. So when you guys sit here and think that this is the best choice for Deshawn, remember, she's begging people to feed her and her kids because she doesn't have money to do it after her lawyer bills were paid by everyone else. So if you guys are okay with her blowing through money for other things and not taking care of herself or her children, or even using it towards something for Deshawn, that's cool. But I'm telling you, if I donated, I would be kind of upset. Just saying. So isn't it racist to assume that somebody is white? Because honey, I am not white. So you're over here saying that I'm racist, but you're over here calling me white and calling me racist when you're the one that's doing the racist activity here. I am not a white true crime TikTok account. Ethnicity and color of your skin does not matter to me. If you're a bad person and you're committing fraud, period. And also, I don't just talk about true crime. I talk about true crime conspiracy theories and gossip and many other things. Many other things. I like to bring awareness to people that are scamming other people because it's not right, period. And you're telling me I would advise you to stop talking about a black mother and her son along with her support system. You can advise me all you want, but you're not my lawyer, my keeper, my mother, my husband, my anything. You don't pay my bills, honey. I can talk about whatever the fuck I want to. And the support system you're talking about is only there because there is money to be made. That's why she has the support system. That's why all of these people are just trauma bonding over money. So you can think what you want about me, but the fact that you are the one calling people outside of their ethnicity says a lot about you. So have the day you deserve. Okay, so your whole entire problem with me is that you think that I have not made videos and put attention on the Resilient Jenkins like I have Desiree. Right? Well, there's a couple of things to go over here, okay? I have talked about the Resilient Jenkins quite a lot. Like, a lot. Like, I have a lot of videos on them. Especially when Stephanie went viral and stuff started coming out. I don't agree with her as a parent. Period. Point blank and period. I don't care what color her skin is. I don't care what color Desiree's skin is. The only reason I am making a big deal out of this is because people like this. The only reason I'm making a big deal out of it is because people have come to me in confidence and told me that they supported this girl. I have been told that Desiree has asked for money, and when she's not given it, she doesn't talk to those people anymore. That's very concerning. That's grifting activities. Grifting is not an acceptable way to live your life. That goes for Stephanie too. I don't think they should be doing that. I think they should each get a job. And hey, Stephanie, she followed me thinking maybe I'm on her side, and I'm not. I am not on either of these people's side. I am not on anybody's side here, okay? I am on my side. And the only reason I've made so many videos about Desiree is because you guys are making a big fucking deal out of it, and most of you guys throw race into it. You guys are sitting here asking for receipts when I've told you guys numerous times I have a life. I'm a mom. I'm a wife, I work, like I have priorities aside from getting y'all receipts real quick. But I also make videos on other things. I follow cases. And also to some of you guys that are sitting here saying, oh, you're just a true crime TikToker. No, I'm not. My bio says true crime conspiracy theories and gossip. And my username says Ashtootrippy, true crime gossip. If somebody puts something on the internet and people are talking about it on the internet, nobody's exempt from talking about it and expressing their opinions about it. And that's why I have been focusing on this so much. And I don't care if you guys believe me, honestly. Also, before I go, I do not delete comments. I will approve all comments that are in my reviewed section. I do report some comments. Some comments TikTok takes down because they're being reported. When I block somebody from my page, their comments go bye-bye. So just in case you guys don't know how TikTok fully works and you want to say I'm sitting here deleting stuff, I am at a job where I can't be on my phone 24/7. So if you guys are sitting here thinking I'm just going through all of them and deleting the ones that don't fit my narrative, y'all must not realize that I'm not like y'all. I'm working. Anyways, this is the last video I'm making until I make the video on all of the proof that you guys are asking for. Again, that won't be next week because I have my content planned the way I have my content planned because I am a content creator. I know it's kind of hard for some of y'all to understand, but hope you do.